emblem talents on the Beatrix of Watt because he was also expecting that it's going to be full damage.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
watching out for the Lancelot diving in the back, but then he was just surprised, like, oh, wait a minute.
He was like, what?
He's defensive? So
Good for me.
yeah, good for what? Exactly. So that has to be something that the Red Giant should consider that
Wait,
they
wait,
already
wait,
have
wait,
the
wait,
Fredrin.
wait.
They can build damage on the lands.
Isn't this weird? We're talking about Red Giants not building enough damage?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Character arc, team arc.
Yeah.
They got the message a bit too late, guys. Just go back, go back.
Go back.
Just
Do the
full damage.
damage.
It's okay.
Bring it back.
The thing we talked about last week only applies to last week.
That was before the new patch. Oh, yo, I just gotta point out here. Look at this. Look at Super Red. He looks zoned in right
Ooh.
now. Because he played the
looks
game
ready.
of his life in game number 1.
I mean, he did, right? Claude going up against the Fanny.
Yeah, and it took Fanny's 9th kill for Super Red to finally get his first.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like there was one point. The Fanny had 6 kills.
Yeah.
Zero deaths.
Half of it was gorgeous.
Yeah. it was gorgeous, but he just couldn't find Super Red. He was finding gorgeous.
No. I will correct you on that.
No.
Gorgeous found the Fanny.
Okay.
Yeah. That's more accurate.
Exactly.
Any changes for this one? Do you guys think? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, now that the Fanny has been banned, I feel like their draft shouldn't be a problem. Now the thing is, I kind of feel like DEWA United now they understand it's like, okay, Super 8, you're very good on the Claude. Either they're gonna pick up the Claude again for Super 8 and just counter with a Leslie or a carry, or just be like, I don't know, because so far we only seen Super 8 on the Claude. We haven't seen him on any other heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at his performance on that Claude was the best Claude performance today as well. So better watch out, DEWA United. But with that Arlet ban, it just opens another Yves pick here for DEWA United because for the most part, that Yves, that Valentina pick, sure, I like it. But now because Yves is out, DEWA United should prio more Yves. I feel like. No. No.
Now that makes you think
Okay.
about picking the Lancelot. So they really just took it away because you do.
Okay.
They could have gone for the Lancelot, so yeah, they just pick it. So that just makes Red Giants, if they're gonna go Franco or Kufra, but they'll probably pick that later. Yeah, they'll go Valentina first, and then it's a Frederick.
Okay, look at Gorgeous's face. It looks like he's like, oh, I'm using the. It's so good. We can just look at his face to know how they feel about the draft.
It tells you something. It tells
If
you a
he's-
lot.
If he's laughing, it could be a good laugh. It could be a bad laugh.
It does tell you a lot, right? And with this pick, I mean, Ferdinand, it was flexed to the EXP first game. Now, going up against the Lancelot, maybe it could enter the jungler position. But with this in mind, DEWA United can just take the Claude away if they're feeling frisky with it.
I'd like the idea that Red Giants are thinking about still flexing this Fredrin. Depending on how the drafts go, there could be enough room for them to pick up something like a Ling. There's room for them to pick up a Ling. It's gonna be the Eve and the Beatrix.
Oh, Ling.
Gorgeous looks disappointed. He's like, they're not taking the heroes we wanted. Maybe they were banking as like, they want the Claude, right? But yeah, no. Actually, no, the Claude would be still pretty okay. Because it's a matchup that Super 8 has already fought, and it's going to be good against the Eve. But I'm actually looking at this.
Would you go Ling first or Claude first?
I was actually thinking about that. Either Ling or Hayabusa. If Hayabusa can pick it up later, Ling, maybe now's a good time to pick it up.
You pick up Ling here.
Ban the Kufra, ban, all those annoying roamers.
Franco, perhaps.
Ban the
could be
Kufra.
bad.
I'd open the Kufra so that
You can pick it up.
Pancake can pick it up.
I mean, I'm sorry to say, I don't have a lot of trust on Pancake for now. I kind of want Pancake on a low mechanic hero. Maybe even like a Minotaur or something. I don't know. Lolita.
Oh, but honestly, Minotaur would be perfect.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Minotaur would be perfect.
You're
here.
perfect.
Thank you. You too. You too, Albert.
Hector Santa Cruz is perfect.
We're
Did I say your name right?
Yeah, you did. I just didn't expect us to be dropping last names here on broadcast.
Fine. You're Hector Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Let's go with that.
Hector Gonzalez. Now, looking at the faces of Sakai's, you know what? Good. Just ban Franco. Thank you for using.
Pancake here will not use the Franco again. So, okay, the Hayabusa will be banned out. Perhaps Ling should be next. They really want to eliminate the Assassin's option from the hands of Yudu.
Okay, fine. Ban all the Assassins. Pick up a Paquito.
That's an option.
That would be a great option too.
Going up against Yves, going up against Beatrix, that is a very, very nasty Paquito potentially.
Does Go just have Benedetta
In his arsenal?
In his arsenal.
That would be very interesting. The answer is IDK.
UDK.
But IW2C.
I wish to see.
I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see. Oh, I thought you were going to say T. Okay. I want to see that too. A Beatrix would be, because, okay, if they're going to put the Fredrin in the jungle, going to be a bit definitely slower than the Lancelot, at least they'll have the Benedetta to sort of even out the map presence across the board. Someone who can just go straight into the backlines, check out the jungles. Benedetta XP lane might be good here for Red Giants if this Fredrin is going to the jungle.
I'm still thinking about Masha, right? It's just so good. Going up in Beatrix, Lancelot, they did not pick it up in the first game. Perhaps now Fredrin will not be flexed into that EXP. Fredrin jungler perhaps, and Masha EXP, maybe last pick it. But if they really want to utilize that last pick, they could go for Rome. They have an option to pick up the Atlas.
Well, you're not going to get your Masha.
Oh, they read
Masha
it. They were thinking the same way too, Gani.
Masha ban, right? I mean, it's just good going up in Beatrix, but now first pick, EXP. I think Lapu does make sense here.
Yeah, Lapu makes sense. Lapu makes sense. Yeah, no, just Lapu makes sense. But I legit, listening to you guys talk, I do want to see the Vendetta. Just get Gorgeous on a hero that does damage. In fact, pick up Mardis. Why not?
Yeah.
Mardis EXP.
Mardis in the EXP lane.
That's ultra aggressive.
It's
This is still flexible. Flexible.
More
yeah.
XP.
Yeah, we've already seen Pancake
Yeah.
actually rock. Oh wait, no, not yet rock. Or we have.
I don't remember. Look at that cute face. This is why his name is Gorgeous. He has the confidence to fight against DEWA. Get it, gods?
Yeah.
Fight against gods.
I like it. Very poetic.
Thank you.
I love it.
I'm a poetic genius.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wordplay.
no, I'm not.
Man, stop complimenting yourself and then taking it back.
Nah, I just gotta check myself.
All right.
Because
Look
people are
good.
usually nice to me, so I need to be mean to myself. So
Oh,
now we're looking at the roamer,
Kufra.
and yeah, honestly, Kufra would be great here. And
And
Lapu.
Lapu.
Oh, and they take the Lapu too.
Okay.
Come on, you do. Please pick up the Benedetta. Although I wouldn't be surprised if the Grok still ends up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what? Okay, but then like, what's the roam here looking like?
The Grok.
You know what? I wouldn't mind something like an Estes as well,
Oh.
or Florian. Either way.
Support. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make sense. Going up against Kufra, healers, you tend to usually win those matchups.
Yeah, against
Because you
heart
can
initiators. Yeah.
Buy more time with the heals as long as it wasn't, as long as it's not the Estes that got picked up. But let's see here, will they commit to a healer? Is that Pancake's playstyle?
Well,
Watashi wa don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, if he can play Diggy, most likely he can play a hero like an Estes too. So let's see. This could change the picture of the draft completely. Oh.
Wait, why are we disappointed? Wait a minute. Why are we disappointed?
That wasn't disappointment. that was more of like a reaction of, okay, we said so many heroes, we were hoping for this.
hoping to be right.
True.
But then they made it boring. You know what? Looking at Gideon, looking at Leo, the tie. All right, looks good. That camera.
Is with the last pick Ling, Yudu Red Giants looks to cover from early, mid to late and maybe take us to game 3. Welcome back to the desk. It's Gideon and Leo at your service, bringing you game 2. It's match point for DEWA, which drafted very comfortably for this meta and maybe even the last.
Exactly. And that's why I was a little iffy, right? Because where do they go from there for that last pick for you to Red Giants? I felt like they boxed themselves in at that point. The double flex pick was a good idea, but unfortunately, DEWA, they were just one step ahead.
Yep, maybe even a triple flex up until, our analysts were, bittersweetly called out right? I don't know what their thought process was, but let's get into the land of Don here. Ray starting it up with the help of a leash. But it's a mirrored start. Look, there's also a leash coming in for Skies.
I think he was expecting something to happen within these early stages of the game. The pause is called early, thank God, because at least this time we're going to be able to break down, at least have a look at the emblems before anything starts so we know how the laning is going to go at the very least.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, as you get used to it, we get used to it, so let's all figure it out. Okay, real quick, nothing out of the ordinary. No one's rocking base emblem save for Claude. So that's super red.
That is super red. I do notice that the Lapu is actually going for extra penetration in the laning phase.
Yes.
Also has that tenacity, so it looks like he wants to at least deal some damage to Fredrin.
Not just him, man. Not just Dixon. 4 members of DEWA. That's Mpat. Members of DEWA are rocking tenacity. So yeah, they're expecting for these fights to extend and say, you know what? I'm gonna hunker down. I'm just gonna fight.
Yeah, just be the anchor the team needs, right? I can totally understand the sentiment there, but whether it's worth it or not is a different story, right? Because I mean, even I'm a little confused when I see like focusing mark on Grok. Can you apply? I think this has been a big argument amongst many people, whether it's like, do you apply to everybody or just the first person that you hit, right?
I believe it's the first person.
It's the first person.
That's why it makes so much sense on like on the Franco.
Exactly, right? So then when you go for that wild charge, when you're looking for that isolation, if anybody just touches Grok first, they're going to get the focusing mark applied to themselves and may not be able to start killing the squishier targets that they want to go for.
Yep, something else to point out is the pull yourself together. So yeah, looking at it, it's on Pancake, so it makes sense. He wants the flicker wild charge combo to happen more often. And if he is going to be rocking conceal, then he gets that faster too. But it won't affect death timers any longer. Speaking of which, just a quick reminder again, tickets, grab them now, 20,000 rupiah. It's deceivingly plenty, but no, if you know Indonesian currency, you know that it's very affordable. As well, you can join a raffle, go ahead, win swag, get tickets, and we'll see you in Jakarta. This is a support battle right here, Pancake versus Shaco, and eventually it just
de-escalates.
Exactly.
You know, de-escalates. It softens up, you know, they're taking their time with this one. Don't know whether the coup is going to happen or not, whether it's already done at this point, but Super Red and as well as Pancake are going to be holding on to their lane for as long as possible. And even on the bottom side, the EXP laners just trying to make sure that Skies doesn't get, or to slow down Skies as much as they can.
Yep. Talking about the economy, I'm expecting DEWA to have a easier, I don't know how to say, arc into farming up. Because all of them like require a solid amount of gold, more for Watt, and maybe even Ray. Ray is going to be building full damage, if I'm not mistaken. But for Yudo Red Giants, man, they need a lot of farm. Zac, mid, power spike. Skies and Super Red, late game power spike. So I'd say Yudo Red Giants really need to farm up, man. They can't have a rocky start.
Exactly, right? They just need a standard side. Even if they lose this turtle, it's not the end of the world. But we're noticing on the top side there is a bit of collision happening. Gojess is going to get locked down and jump by the bravest fighter. He flickers out of there. He gets to live for free. But on the opposite side, Ray, unfortunately for him, he is going to be able to... I'm not sure if he stole that camp away in time, but he should be able to hit level 5 right off this Retribution. Perfect. And now back to stagnant lanes.
Yep, it's free as it gets. DEWA United get everything they wanted. But just the same, I think Yudo Red Giants, especially Skies, is happy, right? He at least gets his camps. No one's bothering him. No deaths quite yet. Was a close call with Gojess down there. But yeah, no. As long as this continues and nobody gets too far ahead, I think Yudo Red Giants actually can put up a good fight, maybe force game 3.
Yep, and honestly, even the change of pace coming in from not Keys, but Ray actually, just to make sure that this bottom side could be threatened by Dixon. He starts off on towards his orange and then moves up into his purple, so he changes compared to when he first got into the game.
So that's, again, an adjustment already to try and get things on your side for you to get that small advantage. And I like how DEWA was respecting that, actually. It's so easy for teams knowing that you're ahead or knowing that you hit your power spike sooner to go ahead and force something. But here, DEWA was just picking their fights, and now they find one!
Oh, they're going to push Grok in instantly with the Phantom Execution. Wild Charge gets him out as QT's RWN slows them out just enough. A good recovery from Yudo Red Giants, but that doesn't change the fact that Ray is going to try and steal this camp. And if he does, he's going to hit level 7 perfect, but Skies is going to beat him in the retry.
Oh, How about the next camp, though? Let's try this one. Forcing Red out via the BMI. Now Shaco jumps in.
He's in the back, the bouncing ball. Pancake doesn't have his wall charge. They might be able to secure this kill. Phantom Execution comes out, but a greatly timed Bladed Tempest is going to allow Skies to dodge the damage.
Wow, again, it's the same story from about 2 minutes ago where we almost saw a huge crash. Both teams spent so much for nothing to happen. So if this continues, I'd like to think maybe Red Giants can force this up until the 8-9 minute mark. They can get like 2 solid core items each and then win engagements.
That sounds like a good idea, and we're seeing that the first core items are starting to pour in. That's going to be a Demon Hunter sword picked up by Super Red. Keep in mind, all battle spells are effectively online for both sides.
Yep, and then we're just waiting for a few big key ultimates. Here you see Pancake with the pull. Shaco finds one.
Bravest Fighter already on top of him into the Raging Slash, but Go just flickers out in time. At least he's going to be out of the fight for now. Does Red Giants just give this up? Yes, it looks like they are giving this up. Super Red posturing, Pancake as well, same thing. But on the bottom side of the map, we see that Link finally reveals himself just to clear out that wave.
Interesting. It was Keys who scored the Lord there. Looking at Keys, doesn't even have a full core item just yet. So I'm guessing it was just a tick. And again, maybe the change to the jungling, stats? Given the change to attribution, Pancake comes in!
Oh, it's good. The wall charge hits 2. They're locked in. Keys is going to try his best to slow them down. Ray is able to puncture out of there just in time as Pancake as well. Survives the RWM. Gojess goes in. He's pretty much left dead on the water. The Abrasive Rat didn't do as much as he wanted to. The Bladed Tempest already out. Skies, great mechanics so far, but not securing any of the kills.
Man, there wasn't enough damage on Skies just yet. Watt was able to just catch that Tempest of Blades and say, take me. Oh, wait, no, I'm fine. I can fight. Brr, brr. And now they're going to convert into this tier 1. Shaco looking to protect them. Gets the jump.
Yep, starts things off in towards that Bennett's Rage. Pancake is able to survive with a sliver of health. And after all the interactions that happen, Keys must be thinking to himself, man, I'm so glad I took the turtle. The shield was so helpful.
Thank you so much. And I think, just to add to that, the extra damage. He's the one who took the turtle. He's the one who has the extra damage. Now looking at the item game here, Skies picks up his Berserker's Fury as compared to Array, who already has a War Axe. So yeah, between an anime fight between these two shonen protagonists, I expect Ray to win most time. But now there's a jump!
He fights it! Pancake is only able to get out just in time as Zach QT, no time at all, still gets picked up by Ray. But in the back line, Skies is attacking with the help of Gojess to actually tank up the damage. But what? Able to outplay, gets his autos in time, and Gojess left out to dry. No Appraiser's Wrath, nothing left. A double going into the hands of DEWA.
You get nothing, sir, save for Super Red. He read the situation and said, I'm just going to take this tier 1 up top, guys. I know it's not so good down there in mid. Interesting to note. What just happened there? That was a difficult fight for Red Giants. They definitely had something there, but it all started with Shaco mode going with the ult flicker animation cancel. It was a thing of beauty. All right, I'm going to note that down. That's a moment that we should remember.
Yes, for sure. Because, again, when you're engaging like that, there's no time to react. And once again, Pancake, he's going to get locked down. While trying to get him out of there. Dixon, he's going to try and look for the kill. Flickers on top of it to secure Grok. Oh, wait, actually, he comes back into the middle of the fight. Super Red and Zach QT have not killed him, forcing Zach QT actually steal the Bravest Find. Flickering it away in the back line is just getting held back by Gojess. He's already down with Zach QT gone. Gojess tries, gets the kill with a donk as he flickers away once again. Finally, he is going to go down. Another double achieved by Watt. But what a series of events. And look in the mid lane.
Yep, that Sky's making the most of a bad situation. Will he get the push? Oh no. It was stopped dead in its tracks by Dixon. There's literally 1 HP on that turret. And Ray commits Grand Theft Purple. It's so hard to be the Red Giants right now. Pancake using the power of nature to save himself. CC immune. Now they turn to the Lord.
Oh man, now DEWA, what they had such a slight lead, right? And they converge and convert it into at least a 6 to 5K gold lead for their side. This is a great position. Look at that.
That's huge. That's huge is an understatement. With what happened earlier, and yeah, sure, they take down Keys once, and they put the kill on Gojess of all people. Good news is, Skies should have a better time farming now. He picked up his Wind Talker, so that should deal a little bit more damage when he tries to deal with waves and split pushes. But yeah, Gideon, I don't think I'm wrong. Would you agree with me to say that, yeah, Skies, you're on split push duty right now?
I think that's absolutely the play, and the same can be said for Super Red as well. Both of them are going to look for some macro wave clearing along the sides, but even now, we can see, just look at the way DEWA kind of splitting themselves up, right? They're posturing top side. They expect somebody bot side. They're going to send one, and if they collapse onto anybody, then they're essentially going to die. Goja is going to be the target. Gets into the middle of the fight, gets a good taunt. Sees Super Red trying to angle him out of the backline from Pancake, and quickly into the blazing duet! Super Red and Pancake's connection, uncontestable. Shakomo ends up falling. Dixon looking to trade back onto Goja's side, but he regens all that damage to keep him away from lethal. Skies is a little low, and Ray is just looking at the rest of his team. What happened?
You can't have the Indo-Malay rally without turnarounds like this. Was it not at about 9 minutes 45 as well from game 1 that we saw you Red Giants do the same thing? Dixon, I understand. You're rocking a Bloodlust Axe, you're rocking a Dominance Ice, but against 4 members of YRG, it's not gonna happen. I understand that you tried, but whoa, Pancake almost single-handedly won that team fight for his team.
I mean, the timing could not be more impeccable. Like, Pancake had the angle for a very long time, in a matter of fact. He was just waiting that Super Red, but okay, just don't die when we're talking about you, man. Come on, we're trying to give you good karma here.
Put the spotlight on you. Don't slip. Don't slip. Banana peel. But now look at this. Slowly but surely, Red Giants making a dent on the map, pushes that bottom lane slow. Top lane worked on by Super Red. And mid, I think one more big team fight win, and then maybe they can put a dent on mid and turn this Lord coming up in about a minute, 50-50. I think it's possible. We've come to that point. They've shrunk the gold lead to under 3K.
Yeah, and more importantly, the defensive items in Super Red deciding not to go crazy with it, pairing it up with anything else other than the Winds of Nature. He needs that.
Yeah.
He needs that so badly.
Yep. This is respect. And we've seen in the days of SPS so far in the challenge season that if you don't respect your opponents, you will get punished. So Super Red is aware of the situation. Looking at Watt, though, I think he's on his way. Slowly but surely, he will be building his Wind of Nature, because now Skies is slowly becoming a real threat. Skies on his way to, I believe, his DHS as well.
Yep, he's going to eventually get it. Oh, he flickers forward to try and get the initial cancels. The backline getting attacked by Pancake in the wild charge. It's good. Skies finds a kill onto Watt's side, but Super Red, untouched, gets the free hit for free, while Skies eliminates the entirety of the backline. Super Red is still alive. Winds of Nature keeps him alive. Respect converted into free gold. Ray, he wants it bad. He wants it bad. BMI gets him out of there. The smooth moves coming in from Super Red.
But just the same, there is a Skies and Red connection. Both of them know that they are core heroes. Both of them know that they are key to Red Giants taking this to game 3. And just the same, they both went into Ultra Instinct mode. There were so many dudes coming for Super Red. Skies killed 2 or 3 dudes all by himself. I mean, they didn't all go to him, right? But he did it. You understand the situation. Now he has the blade. He has the endless battle. This Lord is as close to 50-50 as it gets. Red Giants are back on the map, guys. 1,000. They're just up to 1,000 now.
Yeah, right. The conversion is looking rather sketchy here. Now, Red Giants can posture for it. Split push. They can't deal with this right now. DEWA United are not prepared. They're very worried that this Lord is going to get taken away, and a tier 2 on top side is stolen at the same time.
Yeah, no, and look. Skies wants to make the most of it. Skies wants to threaten the penetration. And look at the bush control. Oh, he got it!
Wait. Hold on. What in the world? He gets away with that, and the fact that Keys actually went all the way back just to try and clear him out just proves how much Skies is a threat. He doesn't want to risk his life. He'll clear the way, but if he has to sacrifice his life for an inhibitor turret, I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, look at this. Skies is now down, but maybe 200, 300 gold from Ray, who has been bullying him this whole time, from Ray who hasn't died yet. And just the same, Super Red, Super Red is ahead of the gold compared to Watt, man. He's up by 1,000 almost.
And you can see the Pancake is just positioning himself so that his Nature's Barrier would technically reset the Lord if they try to get too crazy with it, right? Look, the split push again. They were united between a rock and a hard place.
They have to make a decision. They can't win if it's not a 5v5, but just the same, if they answer to the split, Skies can actually pull off a pickoff. So yeah, amazing. Now Pancake, conceal.
Beautiful. They're looking to collapse onto the tour. Isolated, right? He's out of there, but now Dixon is all left on his own. He's Lapu. He's tanky, but he's not as tanky as a Glue or even a Grok in this case. Now we see the response, right? Gojas brought down a half. He's already going for... Oh, Super Red goes in, wins some danger in towards the place. He went to look for the opportunity to kill Keys. He finds it in the back line. Still, Pancakes is able to go down, but it doesn't matter. 4 are dead. One is gone, and Yudu Red Giants have won this hostage situation.
Just the same, what did Coach Ark and Veki say during the break?
Oh, here, let me check my Samsung Galaxy, and it says, do better.
And they did. They're doing so much better. They're up to 1,000, actually 2,000 now almost. Takes this Luminous Lord, and they're taking control of the map. Oh, that permanent damage that Skies dealt in the top lane is going to hurt even more. I'm expecting at least maybe one more inhibitor going down, given the advantage here. That's what this looks like.
All right, one inhibitor down. Let's see if it's going to be correct, but let's look at this instant replay. How did they set this up?
It's so good. Pancake actually committed the wild charge early, right? But Zacuity held on, kept a solid box, and then that allowed Skies, the isolation play, that allowed Skies to just jump from target to target to target. And I'm not sure if he had the Malefic Roar prior to that engagement, but that could have helped. At least the Legion Sword dealing a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think DEWA United was just a little too hot there, right? They saw the wild charge come on through it, and then you can see all of their members like turn back. They're like, oh, we're going to come back into this fight. But Yudu Red Giants, they're playing. Oh, they're so disciplined now. What happened? Wow. Okay.
Well, you have to admit, DEWA has amazing high ground defense, right? And here's the thing. I'm waiting for Shaco to actually wake up and then step up to where Pancake has now come through. Pancake has activated his clutch gene. Now it's Shaco mode's turn. I think Shaco may have used up all his gas and run out of steam in the first 5 minutes when he did the flicker ult animation cancel. It's like, yo, I gotta level up, man. I need my comeback album. We're looking for that.
We definitely are looking back and look at the items, right? It tells of the exact same story. He's already built 2 items already. He's looking for this 3rd, but he's deciding what's more important here as the fight continues. Pancake already locking out Shaco with Wild Charge. Ray is even trying to get on out of there, but Gojas, he is still the anchor. Movement speed, who needs that? I can stand still.
Yep. Why do I have to move fast when I'm not even moving at all, right? That's just the Chad mindset here on Gojas, who I can't believe Gojas only has 3 core items.
Right, right.
He only has the Guardian Helmet, only has the Dominance Ice and the Radiant Armor, and looking at the damage.
Taken. He hits it correct. Oh, wait, no. He pulls the Super Red away. He's able to PMI out of there and heal back up to full as the backline. What? His Winds of Nature is already gone. ZachQT finds it, and it's good. Raze finds Gojas, but finally the Blazing Duet coming to seal the deal. Keys is gone. Skies tries his best. Shaco Might is holding on, but ZachQT taking on the jungler for himself and even stealing his Phantom Execution. Styling on him. That's a wipeout for the side of DEWA United Esports. Yudu Giants will take this game.
And folks, we have a series. What a showcase of what both Indonesian and Malaysian talent can provide, and asterisk Filipino imports too.
It's great to see that Yudu this time. At least they're not playing as emotionally as they was. A little sad for DEWA. Definitely moments of hibernation. And I can imagine Ozora Veki walking in saying, you guys did good.
That's good.
That's good.
Now do it again.
One more.
Oh, wow. And I don't know, man. This has always been DEWA's base emotion anyways. It's like when we're playing the next game. What's up, right? These guys were born and bred for MLBB Esports. But just the same, this might be the first time I've seen them look disheveled. I think